All right, here we go. I brought it down to the wire. I didn't try to do that, but here we are, an hour away from the Alabama versus LSU game. And as I promised, here's my prediction. I wanted to do it yesterday, but I didn't have time, and I also had a few things to handle today. But let's just jump right into it. The cat's out of the bag. I see this Alabama LSU game going down like the 2013 game. You know, when LSU had Zach Mettenberger, Jarvis Landry, Jeremy Hill, a lot of the talented guys that have still been around, from 2011 on. And a lot of people were touting that game to be a very good one. And for about 3 quarters, it was. Uh, and then Alabama broke it open in the fourth quarter with 2 more touchdowns, ending up winning that game 38-17. I believe Alabama will do something similar this time. Mainly because I do believe Alabama is that much better than LSU. While LSU has played better under Ed Orgeron, they are still not as good as Alabama, nor are they as well prepared as Alabama. And there's two main reasons why I think Alabama's going to dominate this game. And it may not necessarily turn into like blowout level status, but definitely I think Alabama handles LSU in this game. Mainly because Alabama's going to win this game on the line of scrimmage. I alluded to that in my preview video. Alabama's defensive front is the best in football. There's just no way of getting around that. Jonathan Allen, Tim Williams, Ryan Anderson, Deron Payne, Dalvin Tomlinson, who never gets any credit on that defensive line, has been playing great. And while LSU is known for their offensive line's run blocking and having talent, in reality, I believe the offensive line from last year of LSU's was better than this one. And they still got manhandled at the point of attack, holding Leonard Fournette for 31 yards. I believe that performance is recreated again this year. I don't think Leonard Fournette has a big game against Alabama. I don't think we give up. I don't. I'm not even sure if he gets 50 yards in this game. I don't think Leonard Fournette gets 50 yards in this game. I don't think their offensive line is as good as last year, and because of that, they will be handled even more ferociously. Also, Danny Etling, while he is an upgrade over Brandon Harris, he's still not the type of quarterback that gives Alabama trouble. He's not a Chad Kelly type. He's not an Austin Allen type. And a lot of people don't give Arkansas credit, but Austin Allen is playing amazing. One of the best quarterbacks in football. Is just that because he's in Arkansas, no one's talking about him. But Austin Allen played amazing in that game. Made some throws that he put it where only the receiver could get it, and he just made great NFL level throws. Danny Etling doesn't do that for LSU. He doesn't have that same ability. And in the face of this Alabama pass rush, he's going to make mistakes. It's going to lead to another knot for Alabama, non-offensive touchdown, fumble recovery, interception for a touchdown. I say Alabama can get 2 interceptions from Danny Etling today. Also, Alabama's offensive line is much better than it was last year. And so Alabama was only able to get 30 points last year. Mainly because our offensive line is not that great. The right tackle last year, Dominique Jackson, was getting beat in pass protection. I'm going to say this every year till people recognize it. In the run blocking, it was okay, but it wasn't great. This year, the run blocking and the pass blocking is much better. Jonah Williams making an impact. Lester Cotton's making an impact. And while LSU has always been traditionally good on defense, and Dave Aranda has a really interesting team, from watching LSU, I watched some of that plays Arkansas, I watched some of that plays against Missouri, some of that plays against Ole Miss, some of the other games. And in Wisconsin, of course, and their scheme is really fun to watch. The 3 linemen on the inside, they even stand up Arden Key, their top pass rusher, number 49 on the outside. And he makes pretty good plays, and they really know how to read plays well. And that's what you expect from a Dave Aranda defense. But this defense doesn't scare me. They have Arden Key, Jamal Adams, Kendall Beckwith, and their cornerbacks are pretty good. Even with that said, I will say this: a lot of people are giving the LSU secondary credit, and they tend to be down on the Alabama secondary. But in reality, it's funny. They are good. I'm just saying it's just to prove a point. They're actually they give up more yards per game than Alabama in their pass defense. And so it's funny that people have been giving a lot of credit to the LSU pass defense and the cornerbacks and the safeties, yet they are not giving credit to the Alabama secondary. So their defense doesn't scare me. Of course they're going to play well, but that doesn't mean they're going to shut down Alabama. This Alabama offense is better than last year's offense, uh, at least in terms of being able to be consistent running the ball. And while they can't hit the deep ball as well as last year, they're developing that. They have been able to move the ball pretty consistently, and I think that continues tonight. Um, I can see this easily. I say Alabama 35, and I wasn't going to give them 2 touchdowns at first, but because it's Ed Orgeron and he knows how to get the guys fired up and kind of get them excited to play, and you never know what kind of craziness can happen in Death Valley at nighttime, I'll give them 2, and I say it's 35-14 Alabama. Alabama's going to have this game decided in the trenches. Offensive line is going to beat the LSU defensive line. Alabama's defensive line is going to beat the LSU offensive line. And Danny Etling will not be able to make a difference in this game. Meaning Leonard Fournette will have to carry the team again, and he will be stymied and won't be able to rush 400 yards. I don't think he'll get half of that. That's my prediction for this game. Alabama 35, LSU 14. I'll see you after the game.